In this video, we're looking at the limbic system, and this is the part of the brain that is involved in behavioral and emotional responses, and specifically behaviors that are essential for human survival, such as feeding, for example, or the fight or flight response. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the structure itself. The limbic system is found in the central part of the brain, just beneath the ventricles. It has quite a complex neuroanatomical structure consisting of many different parts. And in this video we're going to go over the main parts of the limbic system. So let's go back and take a look at each part of the limbic system individually and how they work together to form a behavioral response. So let's start by taking a look at the amygdala. It is illustrated in green here. And the amygdala receives sensory inputs from the eyes or the skin, for example. And in the amygdala, these stimuli are processed and the emotional weight is determined. And the amygdala is then connected to the next part in the limbic system, which is the hypothalamus and thalamus. And depending on the emotional weight of the input, the amygdala and the thalamus can then send out effector signals to different parts of the brain that can then, for example, cause a fight or flight response with an increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, and heightened awareness, for example. And these signals, after they've left the thalamus, pass through the cingulate gyrus, but we will come back to that later. The next structure we'll take a look at is the hippocampus. And you probably already know that the hippocampus is involved in the memory processing. And the close proximity between the amygdala and the hippocampus probably means that the emotional importance of the stimuli is also encoded into our memory. And the hippocampus is also connected to the thalamus through the fornix, which is illustrated here in purple. Now, the last structure we'll take a look at in the limbic system is the cingulate gyrus. And as we mentioned earlier, it's through this structure that the signals from the thalamus can pass through to reach a widespread part of the cortex. And the thalamus and the cingulate gyrus is connected through the capsula interna. So the signals first pass through the capsula interna and then through the cingulate gyrus they travel to a widespread part of the cortex where a physiological response can be created. For example, an increased heart rate. Now that covers everything for this video. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching.